Alrighty, and I managed to find a little something to kick off here. That's not Star Trek Continues. We're going to break away from those guys a little bit here. And I figured to go with Star Trek New Voyages little offering here when David Gerrold originally pitched this story, Blood and Fire, to Next Gen. It's going to be his AIDS allegory, using the Regulan bloodworm as standard for the AIDS virus. And it went through a few things. Originally, Roddenberry loved him, and then somewhere or other, his lawyer got involved, and the whole thing got canned. Do very strange things, and kind of one of the reasons why I think to this very day, David Gerrold considers the name Maislish as a curse word in various alien dialects. But he adapted it into one of his Star Wolf stories, which was interesting. And he finally, when he hooked up with James Cawley with Star Trek New Voyages, let me take care of this bit of a headroom issue. And he got to adapt it into a Star Trek story, although original series version. And about an hour and a half long. There's almost, if you put in commercials, there's enough there for almost 2 parts. But I figure we'll go with that one tonight. So let's go ahead and get this all hooked up here.
Oh. Ow.
And yeah, we're still with James Cawley, but we have a different Spock. This guy's only in this one, but he's not bad. And Denise Crosby's in this, and a few others, and we got our recurring Klingon character. I forget what his name is, but anyway, we'll just kick it off, get right into it here. And Star Trek New Voyages, Blood and Fire. Let's get it out here. Wait. Let's see, I got the... You need to get me on the side here, keep it all nice and legal, so I'm not completely poaching it. So, here we are. Yeah, Major had just passed you, so at this point, then. So yeah, it was about 14 years ago. Yeah. And on that cheery note,
the following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
I don't know why they felt they'd do an overdub. There's very high quality versions of that out there. And the Enterprise has been taking a beating.
Incoming!
Maximum power, port shield.
Aye, aye.
What?
You know when you have your headphones in, I can't get shit down the
Well, let's fine over there because I don't get better.
Stop rolling, you great lumbering Corova!
And she's fending plasma badly.
Locking on target.
Return fire.
Fire!
Okay, and Daniel
Scotty.
Hot Topics had a question.
We can give you more power if you need it.
Spock, report.
Our last two
What?
shots
Oh, I
inflicted
don't hold
serious
on.
damage to their primary hull. They have changed course and are retreating beyond phaser range.
Yeah, this is David Gerrold's little story for you did for Next Gen originally.
Don't ever call this ship a big lumbering moose again.
Hold on, I gotta mute this.
Not moose, cow.
Hold on, I gotta mute that. Yeah.
You've made a big mistake. There will be consequences.
Yeah, this is Cawley's Operation. There's the, I think, still New Voyages or Phase 2 by now.
Space. The final frontier.
Those are David Gerrold finally gets to do his Blood and Fire story in Star Trek, although...
These are the new voyages of the starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission, to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Part of the transition thing into Phase 2. Well, part of the thing is with them being cloaked, you can't find them. You can't get a lock on them. So yeah.
Star Trek 6.
Hmm.
Star Trek 6 aired.
Well, I
USS
know, but
Enterprise
you got to,
kept its
that
personal
took a
log.
while to figure it out.
My nephew, Peter, has been assigned to the Enterprise as an incident. This incident with the Klingons worries me. What dangers am I exposing him to? I haven't seen Peter in too many years.
And for the record, that shirt
I don't
was
even know
planned by Bill Tice for the Phase 2 show.
How do I make him understand this isn't a game out here?
Kind of like getting to be outside his sick bay. It wasn't just McCoy.
Over there. Wait over there.
Freeman, get him out of here. We've got real wounded.
I'm fine.
Any day now, Freeman. Okay, now you're done.
Okay. Anytime you got an
What did you
ensign
spell?
Freeman, that's David Gerald's little self-insert.
May have
there.
internal bleeding.
It's kind of his real last name.
Yeah.
It's like,
He's
David
Peter
and
Kirk,
Gerald was
but you treat him like everyone else. You
first
got
and
that?
middle name.
Yes, sir. Montana, go heal something. Freeman, you moved too long in the same place. Go help her. I've got this.
At least Gerald didn't make it. Didn't make him Mary Sue. Okay. And Son of a Richard's in the chat.
Captain, it's a distress
Son of a
signal, sir.
Richard.
The Copernicus, a research vessel.
We're in no shape to help. Who else is in the squadron?
There are no other Starfleet vessels this far out. We are 10 hours away at Warp Factor 2.
The Klingon ship?
It is no longer an immediate threat.
Neither are we. Inform Command will respond as best we can. Mr. Chekhov, lay in a course. Mr. Scott, what speed can you give me?
Come. We got a busted way. Arcana.
Mr. Scott, I need warp factor 4.
I can give you a warp factor too, but not a wee bit more.
Acknowledged.
When one they
Mr.
sell, you're
Chekhov,
lucky to get
add
two.
warp factor 2.
And we just got a donation. Thank you. All right. And that didn't quite work.
Captain's log
Oh, I
supplement.
did. Okay. They've changed the
We're
warp
still
effect
several
here.
hours from the Copernicus, and her distress signal continues to repeat.
Wait, they got that here.
I've asked
Brow
Mr. Spock to
Perkins.
assemble a mission team.
Okay. Yeah, there's people still on. Yeah,
Nope,
so,
not
yeah.
him. Take Freeman instead. He's a medical technician.
Captain, is it possible you're being
Actually, we didn't get snow
overprotective?
much in at all. We're
He's
fine.
not going.
We had a bad for a day or two, but it's like typical Colorado. 2 days back in the 60s, and you're out in the snow and the golf course. And for those who are not up on it, we finally got a rental
swaggering.
assistance.
Tin-plated,
So we are
stupid son of a
secure.
bitch. If he weren't my uncle,
You seem upset.
he took me off the mission team.
You are taking this personally.
Yes, I am. He made it personal. He's afraid I'll fall off my bike again.
You expect too much from him. He is only human.
He's not human. He's James T. Kirk.
And you want to be just like him. You are his nephew. I'm on duty now. You are in my way.
Right.
They're playing a little fast
Have
and loose
fun.
with the timeline here, because frankly, Peter Kirk shouldn't be this old yet. Because he was like maybe 11 in Operation Annihilate.
Fine.
Okay. Now this one,
Guess who?
people did give Gerrold
Mr.
crap
Sue,
over this scene
You wish.
at the time the thing came out. But I think a lot of it was, no, not the fact that you got two guys canoodling in bed. It's how long this scene goes on. It's the point where it's gratuitous.
I heard. I'm sorry.
Yes, we're to the point now where
I
we
know
can
how much
have
you
a
wanted to
couple of
go.
openly gay characters in bed, getting there. But
There'll be other opportunities.
the length of time where they're going at it is frankly about as long as any time you see Kirk kissing in the series, all scenes combined, all 3 years.
Watch the burn.
It still
Okay.
hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see.
So it just comes across as kind of in your face, breeders. Okay. Yeah, the East Coast I know is getting socked right now.
Careful.
I mean, up to this point, you can buy this, because they're showing the character.
Could be worse.
This isn't just a little fling on board, on board romance. This is something going on here. They're serious.
You make everything all right.
Yeah, there was a little rough side, but this is
What?
it's a little
He
heavy-handed.
put me on the mission team.
No.
Yes.
Do you think he knows about us?
I don't see.
I mean, I
how.
think
He
at the
has to.
time, I think Gerald was feeling a little militant on the subject.
Maybe he thinks I'm here because I wanted to serve under
Probably
him.
because it took so damn long for him to finally make this story.
He's such...
Yeah, he's such your uncle, and he's the captain.
I'm here because of you. And only you.
Yeah, bro, saying he's gay and he finds this thing cringe. Okay, like I say, it's just gratuitous. It goes on for a little
got
too
it.
long and too. So you get the smooching, you get this stuff out of the way, and then you're done. Okay, move on.
Will you marry me?
What are you talking about?
Peter
How many
Kirk
times did he ask me?
and Ensign
I
Friedman
already said yes.
No.
are an item in
Here.
this story.
On the
Oh,
Enterprise.
yeah, I remember something about that.
I'll ask
Yeah,
him
and
to
the
do
thing is, he drags it on a little too long and a little too hot.
Say yes.
Because I believe they talked about that in that episode
Of
with
course.
Bill Kogan.
Yeah.
You know him better than I do. What do you think he'll say?
Yeah, so they're
I
handsome
don't
young,
know
but at least they're not Picard and
We'll do
Rick
it right
Rick
after you
Rick
finish
Howard.
rescuing everyone on the Copernicus. I wish I wasn't going. I want you to go. You've got to be brave for both of us now.
Well,
Have I
you know,
told you today?
It's like, well, they're 15.
How
They ain't
much I
done
love
yet.
you.
That's the thing. This scene goes on. So,
Peter
I remember seeing it when it came out.
I love you too.
Mhm.
Alex, Freeman, Kirk.
Now, my understanding is the kid playing Peter Kirk is not actually gay, so we're talking a damn good acting job here. He's definitely committing to his part. Okay? I don't know about the other guy, but But yeah, this went out just a little bit on the long side. I think these banged it with Peter. There should have been a squeal of pain there. They had to fly. Ah! That would have been.
A red giant blue dwarf pair.
It's beautiful, Mr. Spock.
The paired stars are far more interesting as a scientific phenomenon. The red giant is named Lear, after King Lear. The blue dwarf is Iago.
Somebody didn't know their Shakespeare very well. A Russian wouldn't make that mistake.
It is a metaphor, Mr. Chekhov. The red giant is a very old star. The blue-white dwarf is pulling the fire out of it. It will take thousands of centuries, of course.
Still a spectacular view.
Mr. Chekhov, locate the Copernicus.
As before,
There they
feels
are.
defected to continues. All right.
Captain, the orbit will take them right into the streamer. They'll burn up.
Oh boy.
How long?
18 hours.
What kind of an idiot puts his ship in a self-destruction orbit?
Perhaps we should ask what kind of circumstance requires it.
Life science, Mr. Spock.
Indeterminate. There's too much interference to get a clear reading.
Lieutenant Uhura.
Still no response.
It's
Captain.
not a
Nothing.
bad
Keep
spot
trying. Check off.
performance there, but
Take us in. Match your orbit and put us within transporter range.
it's kind of a pity he only did one episode though.
What the hell is happening on that ship?
Now, I think this episode might have suffered a little bit from the fact that it's David Gerrold coming. No one's going to tell him how to write Star Trek. Come on, actually, in this case, someone needs to pull him back a bit. Maybe
Captain's log stardate
just whittle it down to about an hour.
6429.2. We have matched orbit with the Copernicus, and we're still unable to detect life signs. Mr. Scott has confirmed that we don't have the power to tow her out of danger. Before this day ends, the Copernicus will be a memory. The rescue party will search for survivors and retrieve the log as quickly as possible.
Don't go trying to be a hero. I've already got enough heroes on the ship.
Yes, sir.
I think season 5 of Enterprise had to be like post Romulan War.
Between our own casualties and the
I
damage
just
to the
leave
Enterprise, if the Klingons
that
should
period
attack
to
again.
fans.
It is a
like
risk
that.
we will have to take, Captain. The Copernicus will burn up in 12 hours.
Captain Kirk.
Peter.
Ensign Kirk, sir.
Oh, geez, you're going to get formal now.
Kirk?
Permission to speak? You took me off the mission team. May I ask why?
It was the appropriate decision.
What was appropriate about it, sir? Ensign Kirk.
Oh, jeez.
Ensign Kirk?
Sir, you could tell me it was an appropriate decision, and I'll believe you.
I'm not
But what
getting that
about
on
the
my
rest of this
end.
crew? I'm as well trained as anyone. And if I'm not put on a mission team, will it look to them as if you're trying to protect me? And if the crew starts to believe that, I won't be able to function here. I'll have to ask for a transfer.
Ensign?
And so will my husband.
Husband?
Yes. If you'll marry us. Lieutenant Alex Freeman, medical technician.
Marry you?
After this mission, sir.
I see. We'll talk about it. After the mission. I mean, setting a date for your wedding.
Thank you, sir.
And I guess congratulations are in order.
You couldn't pay me to go on Discovery. That tub's a bucket
Yes,
of bolts.
Thank you, sir.
Technically, it makes no sense whatsoever. I don't know what the hell they are.
Would you care to join the mission?
I'm still watching Discovery.
Yes, sir. Very much, sir.
Go get your gear.
Yeah, Steph's only watching Discovery for the sake of, Ken Mitchell and the cat. Okay, that's it, really.
Yeah. I'm in
Spock,
love
am
with
I
that cat.
the only one who didn't know?
Okay, that's
I
a little
believe
that's a little too Shatner.
Mr.
there.
Scott might have been too busy to notice.
Collie,
Thanks, Spock.
a little too heavy on the Shatnerism there.
He still needs to make up with Vic.
I know, it's sad. No,
30
there's been a
seconds
bit
to
of a
optimal range.
push in the fandom
Find a
to
safe
try
place
and
to
get
put 'em
into
down.
season 5. I've done it myself occasionally, but I don't think it's really got any traction. Because too many years have gone by.
Hard
sadly.
interference from the cargo bay.
Oh, and yes, New
Interesting.
Orleans
It
finally
is a
over.
series of
Man,
concentric repulsor fields.
Repulsor fields. At that strength, they'd have to be using the ships to remain in power. They must be trying to contain something big.
That would be a logical assumption.
Okay.
He said yes.
You owe me 20.
You'll have to work fast, Spock. That beacon is a signal.
Still not sure I like that design.
I'm
of
certain
the
they already
phaser
have.
rifle.
We must move quickly. Lieutenant Rand, come with me.
Yeah, because I am biased because I've got my.
Rand, Hodel, your first priorities: retrieve the log of the Copernicus, shut down the distress signal. Freeman, DeSalle, look for survivors. Ensign, stay with me.
Mr. Spock, be careful.
Of course, Captain. Energize.
My nephew. On a security team.
Relax, Jim. We don't put bullseyes on the red shirts anymore.
That wasn't a good line. Little too meta there, Gerrold.
Are you grousing about Coley now?
Just a crap, McCoy saying, we don't know about Peter being on the security team. Don't worry, Jim. We don't put bullseyes on the red shirts anymore. Nah.
That reminds me.
What are those?
Your idea is kind of growing on me. About getting married on the bridge of the Enterprise.
Yeah.
With world's foremost Elvis impersonator.
All right, you.
Wavicles. Phenomenon that demonstrates the characteristics of both wave and particle.
I mean, it can't make up its mind what it wants to be when it grows up.
Anyway.
Lieutenant, particles do not have minds.
Hey, that tickles.
Mr. Freeman.
Well, I don't think Shatner is unaware of the. Yeah, I would love to go. Hey, if someone's to pay him, he'll come back. He's not going to do anything for free, though. I'll tell you right now.
Sorry, sir.
And frankly, I can kind of see his point because that's why you never see.
Wavicles are in constant flux.
You never see Shatner show up in a fan film because if he shows up someone for free, everyone's going to want.
We would need a magnetonic deconstructor to isolate the transactions.
Although Shatner has supposedly been up to college.
He's been to college, but for events, do the thing. I would like him to actually show up in Kingston just to see, not to be in a film, just see the sets and then see the reaction. Because he gets all nice and nostalgic and stuff, when he's on the Ticonderoga sets, but they've been all finished off and they're piping in sound effects and everything else. They got plasma screens on the bridge.
Captain, are you picking this up?
We see it's working.
I just see him go down Kingston again. Oh yeah, now I remember. This is how it was. So,
Lieutenant, ask Starfleet Command for a Code 9 review.
Acknowledged.
That should be fun. Because we're not that close to Kingston anymore.
Well, not just that. Apparently, they have made it so you actually have to be a supporter in order to go to any of the events. And you can.
Let's check out that. The fan appreciate. Oh, someone set up a fire alarm right there. No, they're still the fan appreciate they're still free. Okay. Certain events, I think, might need to be a thing, but no, you can still attend them for free. That would be kind of contradictory if they weren't. Okay. Meanwhile, we have one dead captain on the bridge. Yeah, the usual. Periodically, someone likes to pull the fire alarm. Yeah.
He sent the distress signal.
Mr. Freeman.
Sir, there's no blood in this man's body. None at all.
Well, yeah, because, it's kind of like, with Nimoy and his I am not Spock, but he has other things in his life, okay? He'll happily talk your ear off about his horses or, theater training or...
That's a phaser blaster, Mr. Spock.
Clearly. Check the consoles. Mr. Odell, Lieutenant Rand, the log, the beacon.
When it comes to Spock, I think the only thing that Ethan Peck suffered from was bad writing.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
And the guy that hell would Ethan after.
Yeah. Someone went at this bridge,
You too, Mr. Spock.
Okay, why is there a grating on the
Spock,
bridge?
it's the whole damn bridge.
Huh.
Captain, I'm getting some kind of movement on the Copernicus. Life signs, I think.
Location.
It's very strange. I can't get a focus. But it looks like it's headed toward the bridge.
Spock, did you copy that?
Acknowledged.
I'm getting something.
I'm reading it too. Getting stronger. Coming from...
Okay.
It's too late. You're all dead. Everyone's dead. You'll see.
Okay, this was...
All of you.
This guy's gone bye-bye.
What's your name, crewman? Aaron's. What are you doing?
It'll help with the pain.
Oh, God, no.
What
have you done?
No, it hasn't.
It's happening. Kill me.
Enterprise.
Please kill me.
Mysterious life forms are here and injured crewmen.
No, that's not what I'm reading. Whatever it is, it's still moving towards you.
Damn you! Stay!
And this guy kills himself. Well, and they're now missing the phaser. And they got problems. Okay.
Enterprise, did you get all that? Enterprise acknowledge. Enterprise acknowledge.
We did.
Captain, we have to assume this entire ship is contaminated.
Yeah, they recognize what it is.
Options.
Scotty, what about the transporter's biofilter?
The beam won't allow the particle to form. That'll certainly replicate the wave component, and that'll be enough. They'll slip right through.
Can we beam them to an isolation bay inside a repulsor field?
If it was strong enough, maybe. But one repulsor field won't be enough. You need at least 6 or 7 concentric fields. And even then, I cannot guarantee field integrity. Not in our present condition.
Captain, the mission team will not beam back. We cannot risk infecting the Enterprise. Do you agree?
I do, Spock. The safety of the Enterprise must come first. Spock, I need that ship's log. Find it.
They are screwed and they know it. Or someone going to explain it to the younger persons. What? What's the problem?
We need to talk.
Turbo lift. Oh.
Jim.
Bones. We're thinking the same thing.
Plasmacytes. Goddamn bloodworms.
Regulin bloodworms.
The entire Regulin system's been under quarantine for over 100 years. I mean, how in the hell could this happen?
The Copernicus must have violated that quarantine.
Yeah, or the bloodworms broke out.
Bones, you've got to find an answer.
Mm.
I know. You're a doctor, not a miracle worker. Find something. Anything.
Again, just a little bit of bringing in the Shatnerism there. Frankly, I wonder if this could be edited down a bit. To make it a 1-hour episode, or properly expand it to a 2-hour, a 2-parter. bits of this coming up here. I think it's like this is just padding. Okay.
There should have been a Jeffries tube around here. I hate it when they do non-standard mods. There's got to be an access.
It's not a Consciousness class ship, guy. Come on.
Here. This should work. Let's get it open. Here.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
This could get bad.
Could
we
get
should
bad?
stay on the Enterprise. You sound like my uncle. Don't be insulting.
I'd been seeing bits about him. I hadn't seen any names, though.
Hey, what did he say? He said, husband, marry you. We'll talk about it. After the mission. I mean, setting a date for the wedding.
And he's doing the shatter.
Uncle Cap. What kind of a family am I getting into? Stubborn, pig-headed, arrogant. And incredibly good where it matters. Yeah. What about your family? They're boring. I told you, I mean, we're all kind of the same.
Hmm.
You think they'll like me? Yeah. It's just they're kind of good. I got it.
I've been hearing mainly Tom Cruise,
gonna
those alternate universe, Iron Man, playing Tony Stark and some of the, those alternate timelines. Or did they multiverse?
Yep. This'll do. Kirk to Spock. Ensign Kirk to Commander Spock. We found something, sir.
I think you know the difference.
What?
Acknowledged. Kirk out. I'll go.
How?
What are you trying
On
to do?
top of that, the main energizers are better and older. This ship really took a beating from them Klingon bastards.
Yeah, well, so did the crew. Hey, you know, some of them haven't slept in 3 shifts.
Sleep. There's no such thing. It's just an old space tale like sparkle dancers or Klingons with a heart of gold.
No, I remember sleep. I did it once. You lie down and don't do anything for 6 hours. Wonderful. What's a sparkle dancer?
Well, it's a space butterfly. It's supposed to be good luck. If you pure of heart, they were supposed to dance with your ship.
Well, then I have nothing to worry about. I'm pure of heart. I'm Russian.
If I ever meet someone who's seen a sparkle dancer, find out what he's drinking and order me a case.
I think we get a little carried away with the decorations here.
Gentlemen, Lieutenant Uhura.
Captain, backtrack to Copernicus. She came from the regular system.
Thank you, Mr. Chekhov. We know. Pay attention.
Captain
Okay.
Kirk, we have received your report, and our analysis indicates that your estimates are correct in this situation.
Oh, yeah, Phil Kogan.
Upon receipt of this transmission, you will implement a Code 9 procedure. You will perform this duty without delay and without question. There can be no deviations in the requirements of the Code 9 directive. Jim, I wish there was another way. You and your crew have my sincerest regrets. Admiral Kogan.
What's a Code 9 procedure?
Starfleet Command has just ordered us to destroy the Copernicus.
Okay.
Plasmacytes. They infect the body and transform into bloodworms.
Rescue is impossible.
Dr. McCoy.
Scotty, I'm all out of miracles.
Mr. Chekhov, you'll prepare to move the Enterprise out of the blast radius. Arm phasers and photon torpedoes. Mr. Scott, I'll need all available power to the shields. Once Mr. Spock has transferred the logs from the Copernicus, we'll take final messages from our mission team.
The question why the ship
Once that
was
is
put on a
completed,
course to the
we will
sun
all
because
step
they
away
needed
from
to
the console.
vaporize the ship at all costs.
I will personally implement the Code 9 destruct myself.
Captain, you don't have to do this. The Copernicus is headed right for the streamer anyway.
Starfleet Command requires a visual confirmation of the Code 9. Once we have that confirmation, I will submit my resignation to Starfleet Command. And you will assume command of the Enterprise.
Captain Kirk, I'd follow you into hell to rescue a snowball. But take your command. No, sir. I will not do it.
That's a direct order, Mr. Scott.
And if I refuse?
Lieutenant Uhura, you will assume command and place Mr. Scott under arrest.
No, sir. I will not assume command of this ship.
Let's just skip all the other lieutenant commanders on board, go right to the lieutenant.
Mr. Chekhov.
And I think Chekhov's still an ensign here. No, lieutenant, still.
Don't even think about it.
I should have you all arrested for insubordination. But I've never been prouder of you. Dismissed.
Yeah, I think I would rework that scene a bit there.
Kirk and Spock.
There's more to just be, assuming command than
Spock
just
here.
what the top guy tells you.
Spock.
Starfleet's got to think there's to say about that.
Admiral Code.
Code 9. Yes. Captain, it is the only logical course of action.
Spock.
After the log is transferred, I will inform the mission team.
Spock, I want to talk to Peter. And to you.
It's not necessary, Captain. And it would be a waste of time we do not have.
Spock.
Listen to your first officer. You're wasting time.
You're right. Enterprise out.
No, I still hope Picard and Discovery are in their own universe. They are not a part of the regular universe. Too many things are wrong there. I don't know what they're looking for.
Ensign.
I can't see a thing.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
There. That one's live.
Tommy's too well cared for by Scientology. Everything from girlfriends and things. No,
Green to green.
it'll take something serious for him to abandon it.
Oh, God.
And the Motts have arrived.
So, gonna get married, huh?
If we ever get out of here.
The OG universe is the OG universe. No one's going to get rid of that.
Really?
They couldn't get rid of it if they tried.
No, not really. Ah, here we go.
All right.
Let's see if the network's still running.
All right. All
Okay,
right.
it's good news. We're in.
That one won't be back.
Ensign Kirk to Commander Spock.
Spock here.
We're accessing the data logs now, sir.
Acknowledged.
It's scrambled and wiped. There's nothing there. I'll try another access channel.
Estimate 2 minutes. 3. Kirk out.
Who knows what
So,
they had to talk
you two
Q into doing those things to
It was
them.
at the academy. It was very romantic.
The Academy. Romantic.
It was for me. We were study partners. He helped me pass alien biology.
Yeah.
I helped him pass tactics and diplomacy.
Uh-huh.
I told him about my uncle. I think that's why he wanted to be on the Enterprise.
Uh-huh.
there's never been anyone else for either of us.
Uh-huh.
Ah! What the hell is that?
Uh-oh. Bloodworm! And it turns into a horror movie.
Man down! Next board, computer jump!
Not much left to help us, sorry.
Forgive me!
And the result is they all turn out little buddy particles that go down. Yeah. It's the case of you're screwed no matter what you do.
Daniel's hot topics with
Yeah. Oh, I've been figuring for a while now. It's like the temporal Cold War is when all this shattered.
I couldn't stop them. Every time I fired, they got angry. They just kept coming. I couldn't save Hodel.
Control.
I'm all right.
Control,
You'll be all
control.
right.
You must learn control.
Stop it! I said I'm all right.
Spark, what's happening? We have lost Mr. Hodel. The rest of the mission team is safe.
For the moment.
Time to tell them. Yes. I agree.
You know what those things are, don't you?
Haven't bothered to tell the rest of the crew there. Yeah.
Stop to destroy the ship.
With us still aboard.
Oh no. Oh no!
Peter.
They're coming through!
Ensign, get a grip. Come on. It's vaguely connected to the Star Trek universe. Okay? Like they'll think, that time is a fluid, like liquid, fluid. And this is basically somewhere the temporal Cold War just throw a really big rock in the middle of the stream and it's scattered. Eventually they line up down, but in the meantime, one thing still going on.
Captain, our position is not secure.
Scotty, those repulsor fields on the Copernicus. Would the mission team be safe inside?
Aye, for a while.
Because Alex
tricky.
Kurtzman knows
I think I can punch through.
Spock, we're going to beam you and your team over.
Captain, you cannot.
Listen, Spock, we're going to send you to the cargo bay inside the repulsor field.
Captain, do not...
Shut up, Spock. And stand by to beam. That's an order.
only on lower deck.
Locking on. I've got him.
Mission team ready.
Yeah, the only current show out right now is
Energize it.
apparently Lower Decks is still in the same Ring and Star Trek universe. Because apparently the latest Prodigy, they showed the transporter room on board. It's straight out of JJ, so it's like, okay, there's even problems there. Yeah. Hi! We're your rescue party.
Commander Spock, first officer of the Enterprise. What is your status?
There's 16.
Well, 15.
15 of us left. We started with 133. Michael Blodgett, Starfleet Medical Research Division.
Thank God you're here. We weren't sure if our signal had gotten out. Forgive me. I'm Dr. Jenny Yar.
Commander Blodgett, Dr. Yar, you have violated the Regulan quarantine, a Code 9 breach.
Ancestor
Our mission
Tasha's
was
apparently-
authorized. A classified research operation to see if we could find a way to securely neutralize plasma sites.
And we found the answer. It's an extraordinary breakthrough.
Obviously.
Section 31, you want to
It's
bet?
vital we get this information to the Enterprise. Plasmacytes bind hemoglobin into chains. When they reach critical mass, they animate, they transmute, they turn into bloodworms.
Yes, we've seen. Mr. Spock, the repulsors are surrounded.
That's what's left of the Copernicus crew.
Plasmacytes become bloodworms in 4 days. We've been here 3.
3.5.
Well,
The Copernicus will burn up.
this is the
in less
kind of
than
thing
6
they
hours.
wish this was.
That was Captain Tyler's idea
COVID
in
was
case
like.
no one received our signal. Brave soul.
We don't have that long. The repulsors are failing.
And the truth is,
112 minutes.
we're in a pandemic.
That's
of
why
a-
you have
of a
to get
slightly
started
more
now,
serious
Commander
version of
Spock.
the common cold.
Started.
With the rescue, of course.
Commander Blodgett, this is a Code 9 breach. Rescue is not an option.
That doesn't apply here. We found a way to neutralize plasmacytes. This is the cure.
We got the vaccine.
Yeah. For the record, we got the jab, but yeah.
Spock to Enterprise.
Well, it also shows that well-made Star Trek can apply beyond
They've
what
lived
the
with this
original thing is.
research for years, and I'm trying to sort it out in an hour. I mean, their experiments worked, but they still missed something. What? Look, this process breaks up the hematic chains. I mean, the bloodworms dissolve before forming, but it will most certainly kill the patient.
Bones.
It shuts down the body's oxygen transport systems. I mean, this so-called cure is just too damn dangerous.
Compared to the alternative?
Starfleet gave you a direct order.
Starfleet doesn't know a thing about
Well,
this.
we'll both be in breach.
It won't be the first time.
Starfleet doesn't.
Jim,
Somebody
I can't
in
guarantee
Starfleet does.
This will work.
Bones, tell me you can't do this and I'll stop pushing.
The problem is contamination. I mean, as fast as we suppress the formation of the worms, new wavicles reinfect. So you've got to keep suppressing and suppressing and suppressing. That's probably where they screwed up. Repulsors aren't enough. You need isolation, complete isolation. Wait a minute.
Oh.
Fontana! Fontana! Get the hell in here!
Okay.
We're going to need artificial blood, transfusers, oxypumps, acetylizers, thermal reduction. We're going to neutralize the infection on the Copernicus, then beam the patient direct to sickbay. We'll have a 3-minute window to transfuse. Complete blood replacement. Start synthesizing hematic plasma. We'll lower their body temperatures and pump them with nitroxygen. That'll buy us extra time. And we're going to need injection transfusers. We've got to complete each person in 60 seconds. 90 at the outside.
Yeah,
I mean, we've got 3 minutes, but let's not push it.
I mean, Dorothy was still around
And we're
this
gonna
time,
need
so it's not a
time for
war
verification.
Bones?
What are you waiting for? And a recovery team. Grab anyone who can tell the difference between a saline solution and a bowel movement. You got that? And one more thing.
Okay, that was a bit much. What?
Kirk to Spock.
She had been around for that episode of Discovery. She was
Spock here.
I don't know.
Captain, you'll have to rescue Dr. Yar and I first.
invoking
You must be joking.
Starfleet Regulations, Order 238.
I know the order.
Then you know it mandates that in situations of dire emergency, that critically important Starfleet personnel must be evacuated first.
Captain, there are people here in very bad shape.
And unfortunately, Mr. Blodgett has Starfleet regulations on his side. Whatever he and Dr. Yar know about this plasmacyte infestation, it's too important to lose. Dr. McCoy will coordinate the efforts from here.
Yeah. Okay.
Where's Dr. McCoy?
The transporter room.
Oh, jeez.
What the hell do you think you're doing? This isn't negotiable, Jim. Those people need a doctor who knows what he's doing. I'm it.
Bones, I can order you not to go.
You're not the only one who can disobey an order. You want to save him? So do I. Now let me do my goddamn job.
Fine. Good luck.
Thank
when
you.
Bones wants to be
Energize.
somewhere, it's serious.
Energizing.
Okay, this would be the scene in the next gen version. I gotta pause this for a second. Hold on. I gotta pause it here for this one because this is a scene in the next gen version of this where Dr. Crusher, who is going to beam over to the affected ship, Worf is manning the transporter, and instead of Picard just shrugging his hands and walking off, it's He kind of turns to Worf and said, "What do you do with a woman like that?" And Worf responds, "As a Klingon, I'd say beat her. But as a Starfleet officer, she's correct." Yeah, and it goes on from there.
It was the logical thing to do.
Yeah, look what he said about the.
Captain's log, stardate, supplemental. Dr. McCoy has beamed over to the Copernicus to treat the survivors. If he is not successful, we will lose both ships.
Looks like they got both nacelles working. Oh yeah, okay. Remember, Colley worked for Bill Tice. He got a lot of old uniforms from the Phase 2 stuff that never got anywhere. And
Lieutenant Uhura.
Old samples from the original series.
Ensign Jameson.
I think you should know. Some of the crew, they're concerned. They think the captain should reconsider the rescue operation.
They do?
They're just worried. If the Copernicus, with all of their precautions, could become infected, what could happen to us?
Listen, gentlemen. This ship, this captain, we don't leave people behind.
Is that Vic's?
Not if there's any chance that they can be saved. And there is
I think it's
a
one of the
chance.
reasons why
Good one.
Colley got irritated.
So you can tell anyone who has
Poaching
concerns.
gas from Phase 2.
The captain would do the same for them too.
I understand.
And remember, gentlemen, we're explorers. Risk is what we do. But the captain, he'd give his own life before he'd endanger this crew.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Okay. All right.
McCoy to sickbay. Stand by to receive Yar and Blodgett.
Plasmacyte levels are dropping.
Energize on my mark.
Yeah, they swung by the wet market
Just
on
relax.
regular 4.
As soon as the hematic chains are neutralized, you'll beam over for transfusion. Okay?
Dr. Yar, what controls these creatures in their native environment?
There aren't any controls. These things aren't native to anywhere.
They were created by the ancient Regulans as a weapon.
With no controls? No antidotes?
They were a doomsday weapon.
And now it does
destroyed
turn
the
into a
Regulans.
COVID-19
Anyone else
parallel.
Well, they got the doomsday part right.
Time.
Enterprise, go.
Repulsor fields. We have 60 minutes.
They're starting to wear out.
Yeah. Did you see
50.
the comment about this episode turning into a...
Yeah. No.
It'll be close.
Commented?
We'll make it through this, I promise.
Well, yeah.
Whatever it takes, no matter what.
All shields up.
And here's where I think we got a little bit of pad in here.
Targeting phasers.
Hold your fire, Mr. Kyle. Ship to ship.
Hailing frequencies open, sir.
Klingon vessel. This is Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. Do not attack. For your own safety, do not attack.
Enterprise. I accept your surrender.
No one said they must
Prepare to
surrender,
be
you
boarded.
jackass. Hey.
Captain Karg.
He doesn't listen very well, does he?
He's a Klingon. Kark, the Enterprise is involved in a rescue operation. The Copernicus is infected with bloodworms.
Bloodworms. Rescue. Impossible. You lie, Kirk. Every race in the galaxy knows the danger of bloodworms. Destroy that ship immediately. If you do not do it, I will. Lock disruptors on target. Prepare to fire.
Kirk, you fool!
Okay.
You Klingon bastard, hold your fire.
I'm pretty sure
We can destroy each other
David
here
Gerrold
and now.
also
Is that
directed
what you
this episode, so
It is a good way to die.
I still like the effects.
Copernicus found a way to neutralize the bloodworm infection. We're beaming survivors aboard this ship even as we speak.
Then you are dooming your own ship as well. I shall be happy to destroy the Enterprise next.
Show it. Open the channel. Look for yourself, Captain.
McCoy to sickbay. Energize on my mark.
Alright.
I admire his courage. It is almost Klingon.
What if this plan succeeds?
If it succeeds, we will have to destroy them. We cannot let the Earthers have this advantage.
Why not just destroy them now?
Because there's more to this than meets the eye.
Oh, you always want to make a little atmospheric and kind of dingy looking.
There's an old saying, when you have a Klingon by the tail.
Klingons have tails?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Don't do it, Spock. Any application of energy and the bloodworms could shatter into wavicles.
To infect the next victim. Insidious, Doctor.
According to Dr. Yar's research, the bloodworm form is an aberration. It occurs as an interruption of the plasmacyte's ability to catalyze. If we could repair that interruption, it would neutralize the danger posed by the plasmacytes.
Or they might become something even more dangerous.
Damn it.
Yeah.
McCoy to Kirk.
Kirk here.
It's probably fumes from
Jim,
the
we've got
galley.
a problem. We're not going to have enough artificial blood. We exhausted our stores treating our own wounded. I never expected I'd have to replace the blood of 21 people. We've got enough for 12.
Oh, dear.
If we stretch, 15.
Bones, I'm not leaving 6 people behind.
Jim, you're going to have to ask for blood donors.
I see.
It could be.
All decks.
You never
This is
know.
the captain speaking. We're going to need blood donors to help the Copernicus. I'll need 72 volunteers. Make that 71. Report to sickbay.
70. Permission to leave the bridge, sir.
69.
Okay.
68. 67. 66.
We're just abandoning the
Permission
bridge here.
granted,
Yeah. It's okay.
Somebody take the count. Miller?
Aye, sir.
Yeah, who's going to come? There's nobody at the stations anymore.
Steady as she goes.
They are desperate.
They will all die.
Then I shall enjoy watching.
Oh, nice steamy cup of records, you know?
Lieutenant?
Okay.
Captain, the Copernicus log is triple
Yeah,
incoming,
that's
sir.
too bad.
I don't know how much of it I'll be able to reconstruct.
No,
Perhaps
one of the
Mr.
guys
Spock
that
would be
lost
more
died, I think
successful.
it was an astronaut.
Yeah.
I want some answers. Who authorized your mission?
Captain Kirk, this is beyond your authority. It's strictly need to know.
This is my ship. And
I need to know.
It's a Section 31 operation.
There we go.
Section 31. Covert operations.
Counter operations. Preparedness. The Klingon threats.
This is the Enterprise, and I'll deal with the Klingons.
Captain Kirk, can you imagine what would happen if the Klingons spread bloodworms throughout Federation space?
Yes. The destruction of red-blooded life forms on a catastrophic scale.
Our mission was to find a way of controlling and containing plasmacytes, specifically in the case of open hostilities.
I have found no evidence of that in the Copernicus log, sir.
Because the logs were scrubbed. Okay.
Captain, something disturbs you.
You disturb me, Commander.
When it looked as if we might not survive, I ordered the ship's log wiped and the main computer destroyed. Everything. We didn't want to take the chance of our research falling into enemy hands.
Captain, this is the last copy.
Captain, that's a priority blue medical research log. You don't know what it's worth, what this operation cost.
Oh, I know what it cost. It cost the life of Lieutenant Mikhail Hodel.
And it could cost the lives of everyone on this ship and your ship.
Both science and medical, and anybody else on the
Dipshit.
ship who needs to know. Security, take these two to their quarters and see to it that they stay here.
Okay, one thing I would say, escort Dr. Yard to her quarters, occupy this guy to the brig. You can file a protest to Section 31, assuming we make it back to the starbase. Okay, now they're getting their own guys out of there. Or somebody, I don't know.
Come on, Dr. McCoy, we're next.
No. You and Ensign Kirk will go next.
Dr. McCoy, you will be needed on the Enterprise to manage the recovery of this team.
Now, wait a minute, Spock. If anything happens to that young man, the captain will
Doctor, my Vulcan physiology requires special attention. As much as it pains me to say this, you are the best qualified to treat me.
Energize.
He needs McCoy back on board to treat Spock when he gets back, so yeah.
Sure knows how to swear, doesn't he? I thought we were going to need a Vulcan death grip or something.
There's no such thing as a Vulcan death grip. Is
All
there?
right, wise ass.
We are not allowed to tell.
Smart ass. Okay.
Don't you dare give me any Vulcan blood. We have 13 minutes left. You and Peter have to...
You and Ensign Kirk.
No, I'm the security guy. I go last.
No.
Stop it. Stop trying to protect me, Spock. You're not my uncle.
Ensign.
I think there's a nerve pinch coming up here.
But I am a Vulcan. I have greater physical strength.
Mr. Spock, your Vulcan blood will take twice as long to process. You have to go now.
Alex, you can't...
Argument over. Now lie down.
You should learn your bedside manner from Dr. McCoy.
Take that as a compliment.
That was not fair, Alex.
You can yell at me later. Now lie down before you fall down. You too, sir.
There we go.
Here. Take this.
Yeah, you're going to need it more than you need.
Don't let them get you.
I won't.
Hello.
In a few more minutes, we'll both be home. I love you.
Smoochy, smoochy.
Oh,
All right, that was off here. That's what it's going for. Here we go. You little kiss good night from his Prince Charming. I'm happy now. Sorry, David, be opening up for that when you wrote that scene, okay? Now, enough. Come on and get on with it.
Enterprise, on my mark.
Standing by.
Energize.
And now. All right. Yeah, well. It was a COVID scare, wasn't it? I think they shut down for a while. I think for a COVID scare there, but I think also.
Thank you.
There's a point where you got several $1 million per episode. Reality kicks in. And says, we can't afford this. They shut down for a freaking cold. Get back in there. All right. Have we got enough leftovers for yourself? Ready? Okay.
Enterprise have injected the hypo. You're gonna have to monitor me by remote. I won't be able to. Oh God!
Oh, shit. Repulsor field is dropping.
Enterprise, the repulsor field is failing. Stay with me.
And David Gerrold will stand in character. He's going to die heroically.
Enterprise, the field is too weak to hold them back.
They are going to lose him.
That is their weakness. They are always overreaching.
Well, he's not dropping yet. So apparently, it's not quite there yet. Because you got to be unconscious first.
Enterprise, stay with me.
We're watching you, Lieutenant. As soon as telemetry shows you're clear, we'll beam you over.
Where's Alex? Alex!
And here's where Peter Kirk turns into a lovesick puppy and becomes sort of annoying.
Where is Alex?
You know damn well where he is, just sniveling a little snot. He's still back on the ship. Okay.
Peter, you there? Alex. Alex, are you okay? Yeah. Stay with me, Peter. Alex, I'm here. It's just another minute. Enterprise, I'm almost there.
Now, what you should be doing is getting out of the damn bed. They need the spot. Come on. Where are they going to beat him? Up, and it's off to the races here.
Oh, God. Alex! Enterprise. The repulsor field has failed. Somebody do something!
Scotty.
I've got no safe place to put him down, Captain.
Oh, dear. Oh, there's big ones, too.
Peter! Alex! Don't go! I'm so sorry. Alex! I thought I had more time. Somebody help him!
And they're coming around.
I guess I'm gonna need this after all.
Hang on, Freeman. You're almost there.
Alex! Alex!
Freeman, don't do it. This isn't the answer.
Alex, please! Peter! Alex, don't go! Alex! Peter, I love you.
Oh, boy. And they're coming in.
Please! Alex!
Freeman, you can't give up.
Alex! Alex! Alex!
Hang on for just a moment longer.
He ain't
Freeman.
got a moment longer.
No!
Yeah, I think there's no. They're already in the room. He ain't got a moment longer. He's already waited too long. So I can't argue with that. What?
I have to say this.
Alex!
Shut that thing off.
Sammy Joe on
Alex!
Shut that goddamn thing
wasn't
off.
even this emo.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. There we go. Cut the commercial for Buick. All right.
Bones, how are you feeling?
Like Scotty after shore leave.
I am fine too.
He's hurting pretty badly, Jim.
Yeah, just you want to see in a security officer curled up in a fetal position. You know.
Peter.
It's my fault he's dead. If I hadn't have gone, there would have been one less person to rescue.
No, it would have another red shirt.
He'd still be alive.
He'd still be crying like a baby, okay?
You were right.
I
shouldn't
think
have
the thing
gone.
is what they
Peter, you
injected
did
him
your
with.
job.
He's got to be clear of the stuff
And you
first
were
before
right.
you beam him out.
I was
And
trying
then
to
you
protect
got to
you.
once the beam
You're the only
deployed, then
family I have
but
left.
we still had stuff in it. The
Alex
fact that
was
he
my family.
turned into a bloom of little floaty things showed. Yeah, he was still.
You were
he was
never
still
there.
infected.
You were always out in space somewhere. I have no family.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, now's not a good time.
Let him down. I should have found a way.
You did your job.
Spock, he's right. The Enterprise, the crew. You. You're my family. You're all that I've ever had. If it had been you.
If it had been me, Jim, you would not have done anything different.
Spock,
Captain,
Yeah, get your ass to the bridge, Captain. Alrighty.
Garg, you've seen the evidence. Do you believe me now?
You have not solved anything, Kirk. You have made it worse. Your Federation will use the bloodworms as a weapon. I have to destroy you. I will make you a trade, Captain.
Oh, dear.
You will give me a copy of your data files. And I will not destroy your ship.
Or I give you my files and you destroy my ship anyway. Garg, I trust you about as much as you trust me.
So, it appears I have unearthed by the tail. I cannot hang on. And I cannot let go.
Russian accent.
Yeah. Okay.
we cannot destroy the Copernicus. If we use phasers or photon torpedoes to destroy her, it will generate a very large cloud of wavicles. Conceivably, they could find their way to another ship, or even a planet.
Wouldn't they burn up once they entered the tail from the Red Star?
The red giant isn't hot enough. The wavicles will use the energy of the star to reproduce at an incredible rate. The star will become a gigantic incubator.
Oh,
forever.
crap.
So, this is what your Starfleet research has created.
So much for that idea.
Death for everyone. And you call Klingons warmongers.
Plunging the Copernicus into the sun
do have a
would not
solution,
solve
don't
the
you,
problem. It makes it far worse.
Bones? The plasmacytes are not a disease. They are a diseased life form. The healthy form of the wavicle is benign. It uses oxygen only as a catalyst for transformation. The particle form is an interruption.
Jim, there is a cure.
Dr. Yarn was reverse bioengineering the plasmacytes. A binding mechanism would reboot the catalyst back to its ancestral state and allow them to complete their natural life cycle. But Dr. Yar did not have time to complete the synthesis.
We can manufacture the catalytics. Fontana's already working on it. It's not a difficult process.
But the plasmacytes will only be able to access the catalytic elements in a human bloodstream. It would require a volunteer.
It would be a suicide mission, Jim.
No, I'm not going to authorize it.
Jim, I'm running out of boxes to think outside of.
Less than 2 hours ago, you were prepared to destroy the Copernicus. This is 1 instead of 21.
It's still 1 too many, Spock.
Nevertheless, logic compels that we...
To hell with your logic, Spock. Are you volunteering?
My blood is unsuitable, Doctor. Yours, however...
Gentlemen, stop.
Wait a minute. Yeah, that was kind of low there.
We have a volunteer.
No, absolutely not.
Stop being my uncle and be my captain.
Not this way.
If I don't go, someone else will have to go instead. I should be the one to do this. Let me be with Alex.
Peter, you're speaking from grief. This isn't rational.
Captain, I've examined him. He's physically and mentally fit.
Jim, we are running out of time.
Give it to me.
Don't do it, Fontana.
Don't do it.
Try it, and I'll declare you unfit for duty.
And lock
You
you up.
sanctimonious bastard.
Accident of birth. You're still not going.
Jim, there is one other thing you should know. This is the part of the law Lieutenant Uhura could not decrypt.
Garg, have I earned enough of your trust to ask you to hold your fire just a little while longer?
I have not had this much fun since I assassinated my grandfather. What is it you want to show me now?
That was a good line.
The truth. Security to the bridge on the double. Garg, I'm going to introduce you to a human concept. We call it trust. Kyle, shut down the weapon systems. That's an order.
Ah, trust.
That's supposed to be Kyle.
A condition necessary for betrayal.
This is Mackle Blodgett and Jenna Yar, the two officers responsible for this entire situation.
Captain, what are you doing?
You want to give me one good reason why I shouldn't share your information with the Klingons?
It would neutralize our advantage.
Yes, it
It would give them a weapon.
This isn't a weapon the Klingons want. It's dishonorable.
Honor? Among Klingons?
More honor, apparently,
Oh, you
than among
really
some
wanted to
humans.
shoot on you for that insult? Come on. Yeah.
Your mission had absolutely nothing to do with ending the plasma site infestation.
The Copernicus was headed for Klingon space.
Stand by to fire! Garg, hold your fire. You need to hear all this.
Captain, the Klingons started this war. It was a big mistake. They underestimated us. There will be consequences.
Consequences?
If we don't do this, they will.
Do what? Say it.
Use the bloodworms to end the Klingon threat once and for all. Genocide? You're insane. I'm the sanest one here, Doctor. If you're not with us, you're with the Klingons.
Are you getting all this, Garg?
It looks as if you want me to destroy your ship. What is it you're trying to prove here, Kirk?
This is what blind hatred looks like. Is it going to solve anything? Is it going to end our bloodworm problem? When the Copernicus hits the flare, the bloodworms are going to be released on a galactic scale.
And we have the only defense.
And the crew of the Copernicus.
And we're back.
And all those that have died. Is this what they died for?
Oh boy, Peter's pissed.
Garg, are you courageous enough to trust an Earthman again?
I haven't touched that thing.
I propose peace.
Klingons do not make peace.
And how is that working for you, Garg? How many ships have you lost? How many friends? Colleagues, family members? How's that working for the Empire these days? Garg, this is a far greater challenge. We must work together to solve this problem. Are you as great as your legend says you are?
You appeal to my vanity, Kirk. I like that. You are audacious, Captain. I like that too. But that is still no reason to trust you or any other Earther.
A reason.
Little nitpick, that trifle should be sideways.
A reason. I'll give you a reason. Here it is, Dr. Yar. Here it is. The cure. So savor it. Because all it's going to take is one person sacrificing themselves to save us all. One volunteer. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be, Garg? My nephew Peter? Because I sure as hell don't see one damn Klingon volunteering.
Is that your challenge? You are just looking for another way to save your nephew.
You can't do this, Kirk. I won't let you. A repulsor jar, Captain. Yes. Plasma sites.
Oh, you little twerp. Yeah.
Everybody, do you see what I have here?
Yeah, a little glowy ball thing. Yeah.
Tell him to back off, Kirk.
And you want to get all Hollywood here and
Everybody stand down. That's an order.
What do you want, Blodgett? Starfleet doesn't have the courage to use these on the Klingons. I do. If my thumb comes off this button, you'll all have bloodworms crawling up your guts.
Well, thank you for finally telling the truth about the Copernicus real mission. Garg, how would you have reacted if you'd known this from the beginning?
Do you even have to ask? We will bring your bloodworms back to you. It will be a mutual suicide pact.
You son of a bitch!
Okay.
You killed all those people! You killed Alex!
Who brought the phaser on the bridge?
That's an order. He shoots me, it'll be the Copernicus all over again.
I'm fully prepared to destroy the ship if that's what it takes to stop you. Peter, let Starfleet handle this.
Starfleet? His mission was authorized by Starfleet!
Not the Starfleet we serve, Peter.
Stand aside, sir.
Ensign Kirk.
Not gonna happen.
I will not allow you to lower yourself to this man's level. Peter, you don't want to do this. Hatred is the real disease. And we don't want the Enterprise infected with it any more than we want it infected with bloodworms.
This isn't about the Enterprise. This is for Alex.
You're right.
All right.
It is. And you knew him better than
A
anyone.
little preachy here.
Is this what he'd want for you? To murder? To kill in his name?
He only wanted...
Peter. I know how much you loved him.
All right.
And I know how much it hurts. I'm sorry. God, I'm sorry. I should have told you. I should have told you sooner. How proud I am of both of you.
And Karg is saying, what a simpering bunch of twits. Yeah.
Damn you. Damn you.
Hey, what are you doing?
There we go. Yeah, I wanted to do that all show. Glass jawed little ninny. All right.
Security. Get this bastard off my bridge.
Yes, this time to the brig, I think. Yeah. Okay.
Captain Kirk, I believe I've solved the problem of your plasma sites. Beam me over to the Copernicus. I went along with this because I wanted to solve the mystery of the plasma sites. I can't believe I was so stupid about being so smart. It has to end here, now, all of it. I'm going to stop all of this.
Damn it, Yar. We can save you.
So someone else can die? No. Ensign Kirk, I'm so sorry about your loss, but this is my responsibility, not yours.
All right.
The plasma sites are sick. I can heal them. I am the cure.
Now, are we even gonna bother with our transporter set at this point?
Captain Kirk, I have a daughter. When you get back to Earth, will you tell her everything? Don't leave anything out. I just ask one thing. That she remember me. Jenna, Natasha Yard.
Oh, God. This is laying on heavier again. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so yeah, we're not going to do the dinghy from the bridge to save time. That was, which actually is good.
Scotty, wanted to beam over to the Copernicus.
Nobody beams over to the other side's transporter room. They always beam somewhere else on ship. Come on, all right?
We're watching.
I mean, the Copernicus doesn't have its own transporter room. Come on. I think. Okay.
It doesn't hurt.
Okay. Start sucking up all the little sight there.
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt at all.
In fact, it tickles. Yeah. And start sucking up all the bloodworms. And it's not that the Copernicus is decontaminated. I think maybe someone beam over there and steer it away from the sun.
It is a sparkle dancer.
Well, I'll be damned.
It's beautiful.
Hello, Mr. Klingon.
The High Command will not believe this. Set a course for home. Don't shoot.
Yeah, this is embarrassing to be involved in something like this. We're out of here. It's gotten far too cutesy.
Fascinating.
So long as nobody calls that the great bird of the galaxy, we're fine, I think. I don't think she really ascended. She was consumed by them and then turned into that, and that's the natural state, I think. Yeah. All right. There's no reason to sacrifice the Copernicus now. Why waste a perfectly good ship?
Are you going to have me court-martialed?
No.
Because I'm your nephew?
Peter, I don't need to be fair. I need to be smart. When you make a mistake, it's not a reason to quit. It's a lesson to learn.
Well, that's okay. Yeah, that's all. He's already in control. Come on.
Are you learning, Peter?
Are you going to have me transferred off the Enterprise?
What do you want?
Or go with a new helm console. I ain't wasting ships, you know?
I want to stay. Here. Where Alex served.
Good. Because I want you to stay. In ancient times, when a warrior fell in battle, they'd put him on a boat with his sword and his shield, and they'd send him off in flames.
Yeah, your Viking funeral.
Godspeed, Mikhail Odell. Godspeed. Godspeed, Alex Freeman Kirk. Godspeed.
Yeah.
Clear sailing. God. Speed.
Okay.
I loved so much. And it hurts, Uncle Jim. So much. I know, Peter. I know.
And there's the little sparkle dancer again.
Peter.
Look, the sparkle thing is back to say goodbye.
Look.
Okay. Oh, pity. Just sent a whole lot more dancing.
Gentlemen, space is not the final frontier. The final frontier is the human soul. Space is where we'll meet the challenge. Mr. Chekhov, laying a course. Mr. Kyle, take us out.
There's one of his better lines he drew from an essay back in Starlog a long time ago, but yeah. Not to just steal it from himself. Hey, whatever, you know. Okay. Now it could be fun, I think, and maybe an excuse to get the band back together is for Star Trek continues to take a run at this. And the set is still there. Still haven't been that long since they wrapped. So it could be, you know, kind of fun. Yeah, okay, we'll get out of that. Okay. Just more creditors to get that out of there because it's making too much noise. Okay. Yeah, that was actually a good one. It's a little better on second viewing. First time was just a little, come on, enough already. Get on with the, you know. But okay. Like I said, it could be fun, I think, in the little thing to kind of stick in Colley's craw to see Star Trek continues reform and take a run at this. Again, with some changes, I think we'd take out Kirk's nephew. Okay, if you follow strictly the timeline, Peter Kirk might be old enough to apply for the academy. I don't think he'd be, for early, he wouldn't be graduating by now on a show. Get another gay character on there and have that sort. No, don't need the familial connection. Kirk's not a heartless buffoon. He could, take care of anybody suffering a major loss like that. Definitely. Also, I don't know. I'm still on the fence regarding the Klingon B story being involved there. This was absolutely back in I think it was 2006, 2008. No way, it was 2016. I think actually, 'cause it was the memorial to Majel, and she had just died. So it was like it was a few years ago, but it was And let me just call it up on the side here and get that. Get that memorial thing in the beginning here. Yes, here we go. And it was posted in 2012. Oh, yeah, she died just before the movie, so it was 2008, but yeah. So it's at least 10 years old, let's put it that way. But yeah, it could be fun doing it because one of my poll pushes is to have Sergeant Continues considered the 5th season. And what better, have this in there and then do another Gerrold likes recycling his own stories. In fact, he was one that we done. One of the first things I did on this particular show was go over. We tried to adapt his script for The Protracted Man, which was an early pitch of his. Actually, a little before he came up with a Tribble idea, before he was a fuzzy thing, but it was just one of his ideas. Because it was an attempt to try and incorporate one of the cheapest and more spectacular special effects is when you start separating the cover negatives and stretch out into red, blue, and green. They're just very weird effect, but also very cheap to do. He was trying to show the producers, I can think within your budget. So and he adapted that into a Kirk orchestra. Even then, that is playing a little fast and loose with the timeline too. So. But that was also when you had Vic on there as George Kirk. So, but yeah, it could be really fun. Let's have another turn at this because I think this could have. Someone needed to tell Gerald, no, that's a bit much. Okay, no, then that's a little cheesy. Let's tweak this a bit here. You got the bones of a very good story, and damn well, but don't get cute. Okay, yeah. Anyway, I want to change that and make it salvage the Copernicus. There's no reason to dispose of the Copernicus. It's one thing if it was still a plague ship, yeah, to make sure. But there's nothing wrong with the ship now, aside from somebody taking phasers, taking pot shots at the consoles. Beam someone over there with a helm navigation console, hot wire it, and steer it out of there and salvage it. The logs are already wiped. You want to get really intense, change the name and number, and there you go. But you don't just, toss away a starship for the hell of it, okay? It's still in a very expensive piece of hardware. And again, I just hate seeing ships wasted. I still have yet to watch the finale of Galactica because I don't like the idea of them plunging the Galactica into a sun. Nothing wrong with that ship. You need that ship. You need the technology, okay? If nothing else, emergency shelter, And also, you just sent your best defensive item into a freaking sun. You're going to hold out the Cylons with sticks, and rocks? No, you want your blasters and your Vipers. But yeah, there we go. That was Blood and Fire. Probably the third version, I think, if you count everything, because you got the next-gen script originally, then you got the Star Wolf novelization version, and then you got this one. So... And here we go with another Russian bot. So we will let this guy go bye-bye. And hide them from the channel. Okay, so they can't come back. Alrighty. Well, that's tonight's thing. Any other questions here? No? Now's the chance, because otherwise, I think we're gonna send folks off to in Mecca's general direction, because she's got something coming up in a while. Right in about 20 minutes. She's got her chat starting, or we can send you over to Trek Yard. See, Stuart's doing a thing, a live hangout. Let me go ahead and I will post that. Here's if you pop over there, tell them where you came from. Or we got Mecca's coming up if you're not exactly in a hurry. There. That one is an option. What else we got going on here? Midnight Edge is still doing their talk, although they started a while ago. But what the hell, just to be fair. Again, if you decide to choose one of those, tell them where you came from. Beyond that, I think we'll just call it a night here. So let me take up the closing thing here. Make sure I get the right one here. Too far. There you are. And we will talk at you later.
Thank you.